All right, 5-minute warm up. Welcome. Let's get started. Good afternoon. Hope everybody's doing well. Today, I wanted to talk about something that should be on your radar if it's not already. And what it is, and many of you may know, maybe you don't, is one of the weird things that's happening because of the COVID-19 pandemic is a lot of the world major marathons are happening in a very short period of time. In fact, the Berlin Marathon happened last weekend. This weekend is the London Marathon. The following weekend is the Chicago Marathon. The next day, on Monday, is the Boston Marathon, which normally happens in April. And then 2 weeks after that is the Tokyo Marathon, although that's happening virtually. And then 2 to 3 weeks after that is the New York City Marathon. So 6 of the world major marathons are happening in a span of 7 weeks or so. And that's pretty cool. And what also is cool about that is not only do you get to watch great marathon racing on television, which is always exciting in a very compact period of time, but one of the best American marathon runners ever, one of the best female marathon runners ever, Shalane Flanagan, has announced that she is going to run all 6 of those races in that 7-week time period, so in a span of 42 days, and she's going to run them all under 3 hours. And I think this is awesome. And if it's not on your radar screen, you definitely need to follow it. She did the first one, the Berlin Marathon, last weekend, where she conservatively, I would say, ran a 2:38 marathon. As background, I believe Shalane's PR is 2:21, which she set at the Berlin Marathon. She ran 2:24 to win the New York City Marathon in 2017. And 2018 was her last professional marathon, where she finished third of the New York City Marathon. So 2:38 is not a shabby time at all. And in fact, if I remember the data correctly, she kind of ran the first half conservatively before running like a 1:06 for the back half of the marathon. So she's got a lot of speed in her. But the point of this is such an incredible feat. Anytime you break 3 hours of marathon, I think is great. Obviously, she's a professional. But doing so many marathons back to back, basically one every week at a 6:51 pace, which is what you need to break 3, I just think is awesome. Completely awesome. And I wish her the best of luck. If I think about, and I'm curious what you guys may think, is what's going to be the hardest one. To me, I think the most difficult is going to be this upcoming weekend. In 2 weekends from now, where she's got the back-to-back Chicago Marathon on Sunday, followed by a quick turnaround to the Boston Marathon, which is a hard marathon by itself. I think if she gets through that, she'll have some time to rest before she does the I guess she only has a week to rest before she does the Portland virtual marathon, where she's going to run that. She's going to run 26.2 in Portland in place of the Tokyo Marathon. But I think that back-to-back Chicago, Boston is going to be brutal. I hope she can make it through that. I'm sure she can. But it's going to be fun to watch, right? It's going to be a really entertaining storyline as you watch these marathons, knowing that Shalane's going after this. So if you didn't know, now you know. If you didn't know, all the world marathon majors are happening in the next couple weeks, now you know. Make sure you record them, watch them, whatever it is, because there's going to be a lot of exciting racing aside from just what Shalane is trying to go accomplish. A lot of the exciting elite races happening, and this is a lot of pent-up demand that hasn't happened in a long time. So, should be great, should be exciting. I wish Shalane the best of luck, and I wish you guys all the best of luck as you go out and watch your marathons. Best wishes chasing your own running goals.